Okay, this will be part 2 of painting the French pilot from Copper State Models. And this is what I consider to be the easiest part of the whole exercise, just laying down base coats, base colors for each of the major sections of the figure. The jacket, the pullover, the trousers, the boots, the helmet. Just get nice even coats of the base color in each of those sections. Let it dry, and then get to work in the next stage on the shading and highlighting to give those areas some definition, contrast, pop, etc. Just briefly, I decided not to have an all blue French airman. I wanted a little more diversity, so I used mud brown from Vallejo for the jacket. I used AK gray blue for the trousers. I used that clear doped linen again for the pullover. And I used scale color brown leather for the boots and red leather for the helmet. And here is how it came out, how he comes out. So all of those paints cover pretty well. The scale color paints are quite thick, and actually as they dry, they sort of pull apart. So they actually, despite the fact that they're very gloppy, you have to put multiple coats on to cover the shrinkage of the paint. But other than that, very easy process. Generally, it was like, I'm going to say 1.5 to 2 coats, except for the boots, which took a little longer to get rid of the shrinkage of the brown leather. But okay, I've laid down the colors now, the base colors, and now the task will be, well, let's make them look less like a cartoon figure and give more definition with highlighting, brightening up the raised areas, darkening and putting in the shadows in the creases, and then we'll have a complete figure. That's the next stage now, and I'll be picking out those colors or making those adjustments for the shading and the highlights next. My pilot is now finished, at least for now. I made a brown wash and applied that to the jacket, the helmet, and the boots. I put a little speck of brass coloring to highlight the buttons and the buckle. Used canopy glue to create lenses. And I made a blue wash for the trousers. Dry brushed the boots so that the laces would come out on the puttees or puttees. Not really sure that worked, but I tried. Anyway, quick paint job. Really excellent figure in terms of the quality of the resin and the casting and the mold. And I suppose if I really wanted to devote a lot of time, I could have made him even a bit more precise. But at the end of the day, I suspect not that much of him is going to be visible if I indeed shoehorn him into a cockpit, although I'm tempted to pose him the way that's suggested, which is actually exiting the cockpit. Anyway, a lovely figure from Copper State Models, and I was happy to get back to some figure painting as I'm preparing for the next big project. Thanks for watching.